saying
no, I said it's never one party is 100% wrong and the other party is just 100% right. Usually
I
they
agree
both
with you,
bring
but
issues to the table.
I
All
agree
we
with you.
saying,
I
at
agree
least
with
all
you.
I'm saying is I never hardly hear you say anything in favor of Bud Crawford.
I did say something in favor of Crawford. You wasn't here.
That he got excellent. That they got excellent matchmakers. That I mean,
no.
okay.
I said that.
I might have missed some things. I admit that. So
That's
enlighten me.
That's all right, brother. That's all right. Hold on, Kareem. Hold on, Kareem. I got him. Thank you, Mr. Sewell, for asking for enlightenment. Yeah. I gave Terence Bud Crawford kudos about 2 weeks ago when I saluted him for going out there and getting good, adequate representation to secure the biggest fight in his career. And then I also gave him kudos for not only that, but securing the biggest bag of his career by signing a multi-fight deal with PBC, something I've been saying that he should have done a year ago.
A while ago.
So I saluted Crawford. Absolutely. Oh, indeed, I did.
But that last one was a salute, but it was kind of a backhanded.
No, sir. I'm very.
You kind of said he should. You basically said he should have did that years ago. So no, it's somewhat of a salute, but it's not.
No,
100%.
I'm being. Listen, I'm being very genuine. Man. Hold on, Kareem. Okay, I'm being very genuine, brother. Because you know why? Because of Terence Bud Crawford's words and actions, we didn't get the fight. But because of Terence Bud words and actions now, we got the fight.
Errol Spence didn't have nothing to do with we not getting the fight.
Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. So
what's some critiques you have of Errol Spence?
What is some what?
Critiques you have of Errol Spence or some criticism?
Well, the last time
I'm asking manager Marty.
Say no more. The last time I checked those Will, the name of this segment was Nip It in the Bud. How we talking about Spence? But I'm gonna answer your question. I do have a critique for Errol Spence. The moment that you saw that this kid didn't want to fight you, hey, move on.
Exactly.
Don't beg him for nothing. That same way. Don't beg him for nothing. We're going to move on because he played the game with us the first time. And we're going to move on. But you know what? I'm glad he didn't do that because me and you wouldn't be talking about this situation happening anyway. Because you know why?
Go ahead.
Terence Bud Crawford did the right thing. He did something that he should have been did, bro. That's a fact. Everybody can sit up here and make excuses all they want to. Salute to you, Detail Boxing. What's going on, big dog?
So you say if he had did this 3 years ago, we would have had to fight. If he would have signed if he could have, I don't even know how that would have worked out with
we don't know
what his contract was like with.
I can't speak that far because the matchmaking over at Top Rank was not accustomed to him 3 years ago to fight Spence. And I already proved that to you when you was in the background. You see how they match made Terence Crawford, and you heard Spence say it. I wrote the tape on myself just earlier.
Yeah, that's been the narrative, but that doesn't mean it can't be debunked.
Listen,
but if I would give the edge to resumes, I would give Spence the edge. But I wouldn't totally trash Terence Crawford's resume either.
Bruh, I'm showing you how the business works. Let me give you another example. Look at Ryan Garcia. Name one person that you can remember that was of notable skill set that Ryan Garcia fought and beat before he fought Tank Davis.
Only one I remember. I mean, I'm not a huge Ryan Garcia fan. Only one fight I remember of significant note is the guy that lost to Lomachenko. I forgot his name. Tall guy.
No problem.
He knocked him down.
Well,
he knocked Ryan Garcia down, huh?
I got you. But I didn't ask you that because you were a Ryan Garcia fan, because you told me when you came on here, brother, that you are a boxing fan. That's what you told me. Oh, okay. So now I'm asking you a boxing fan question, and you're saying you're not a fan of Garcia. So the answer is you don't know. Great. I'm glad you said that. So let's see
Luke Campbell. That's his name. Luke Campbell. That's
great. Luke Campbell. We've seen how De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, you've seen how they built Ryan Garcia's resume up, correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Who did Errol Spence fight before he fought?
No. See,
hold on. Come on. It's
one-sided.
Brother,
it's one-sided. Hold on. I'm trying to I'm trying to build a case so that you can understand my point. I'm trying to answer your question.
All right.
Ryan Garcia was built up in such a way that he was fighting prospect or older guy or older legend. That's how we do it in this business. He was built up to a point where he felt himself that he did not want to compete against lower level opposition. So he told his promoters, get me in there with Tank. His promoters, De La Hoya and Bernard, they didn't want him. They didn't want him to fight Tank Davis. Am I right or wrong, C. Will?
I believe you're right.
So my point is, when you ask why the fight couldn't happen 3 years ago, think about what you're asking me. The matchmakers over there at Top Rank was doing the same thing that De La Hoya was doing Ryan Garcia, building Terence Crawford's record up with lower level opposition to do what? Make the most out of reward with the less risk. That's how the business works. So it's the same principle. The only difference is that Ryan Garcia went to his promoters and said, "Get me this fight," and they had no choice but to get it done. And they listened to the young man, and they got the fight done. So it's no different with Crawford.
The reason why one reason I slightly disagree with that, because when Crawford his first fight at 147 was for a belt that could have easily been It could have easily been Manny Pacquiao.
Why? But why?
And
why
a younger Manny Pacquiao. If he had beat Horn.
Why was it for a belt though in the first place?
You said why was it for a belt?
Right. He didn't beat nobody in the 147-pound division to get a chance or opportunity to get a title shot. So how did he just come up to a new division to get a title shot off the bat?
Because he was undisputed at 140.
No, that's not why though. Somebody had to pay for that.
Okay.
See, I'm trying to teach you about the business. I'm using this as a teachable moment. Somebody had to pay for that process to be materialized. So what I'm asking you is, how did that happen? Somebody aided that process for Terence Crawford to fight for that belt. Right or wrong?
You're right, but I don't get your point. You're saying that what Crawford was given all these easy fights until now he's ready for Errol. I don't get that. I don't get how you can say that when his first fight, if Pacquiao, it was a close fight, it could have easily been given to Pacquiao. His first fight at 147 could have been Pacquiao.
When was that fight? When he fought Jeff Horn. When did he fight Jeff Horn?
Was it 2018?
You're the boxing fan. That's why I'm asking you. When did he fight Jeff Horn?
Okay, let me. When I say boxing fan, I don't mean I'm the boxing encyclopedia. I mean I don't trash Errol Spence.
You see how I'm looking at you, C. Will? You see how I'm looking at you, C. You see how I'm looking at you, C. Will?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what it is y'all. I see what's going on. Y'all try to come on here disguising yourself. You really a Crawford fan, but you say I'm just a fan of boxing.
I kept it 100. I said I think Crawford is going to win the fight, but it doesn't mean I have to feel like Spence has no shot of winning. I could tell you, Spence. Well, I can give you my opinion on the advantages I think Spence have. I can give you my opinion on the advantages I think Terence Crawford have.
Great.
But who I think is going to win the fight, I keep it 100. I believe Terence Crawford is going to win the fight.
Great. I'm cool with that. What I'm trying to show you is the WBO belt that you're talking about with Jeff Horn.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had to pay their dues for that. And that was Bob Arum. I said this on last week's content. I'm going to say it again. Mm-hmm. And I'm including Teofimo Lopez now that he is the WBO champ. Look at the people that are WBO champions. Majority of them are promoted by who, D-Town Boxing?
Bob Arum.
Okay, then. What I'm showing you is Bob Arum is tight with the WBO. Okay. He can pick up the phone and say, I want my fighter to get a title shot. And it's going to get done because he has a business relationship that he built for over decades and decades with them.